When you're working with a file, if you want to just select certain polygons, you have to first, for example, look in the table and find out what field and values you want to query. So in this instance, we want to only select the US and Canada. So to do that, you can either, create a new file, which is a separate process, which I'll talk about in the next video, or you can just set your your files settings, which basically will sort of select within that file, but it's only part of the project. It's not permanent. So the key is to kind of remember whether something you do becomes permanent or it's sort of temporary based on the project that you're working on. So what we would do here is we can hit properties of the file, and then in this, it might not be under source, but you want to click source, and then there's this query builder. And I've already copied and pasted this, but you would have had to have found this field called admin. So I haven't talked much about these fields, and I'll show you right after I do the query. But basically, what you can do here is you could select this field and then select all the unique values, right? So basically, if you double click this, so I can do another one here. If you double click it, you do admin, and then you hit the equal sign, and then you hit Canada, and then in a query, you're going to do or admin equals the United States. And then I can go ahead and delete this one, and then you're going to hit OK, and you're going to hit apply and hit OK, and notice everything else is gone. Doesn't change the file in any way, but for the sake of this project, when you look at the data, you're only going to see the US and Canada. And I had mentioned a minute ago about how you find the field and data you want to query. You would have to go into the attribute table, right? And the field I was looking at was called admin. There's a lot of fields on here, so we would have to find something called admin. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but you would had to have looked at this beforehand. Like we could have also, there's admin, see that's Canada and the United States. So prior to doing that query, it would have had China and other countries listed. So you're able to kind of query. So like if you wanted to only select Nova Scotia, you could have done a query and say equal to Nova Scotia. So that's it for a selection of data that is not permanent and will only be part of the project that you're working on.